This is the story of digging up the world's rarest gemstones in Victoria, Australia.
Oh my god, that's what I've been looking for. That is a huge sapphire, man. Holy yeah, bro. Damn! It is not often that you're going to hear me utter the words, today gold is going to be a byproduct because we are looking for gemstones. This is a piece of jasper I pulled out of the creek earlier today. That looks absolutely beautiful. Mick just pulled this out. I know nothing about gemstones. I'm just going to call that a ruby. And we also have two pieces of tourmaline. One is absolutely smashed to pieces and the other one has been polished by the river to perfection. The only thing I really know about gem hunting with sieves and whatnot is that the gems tend to sit in the black sand, in and on, because they're not as heavy as gold, so they don't sink through it. So we're looking for those black sand deposits, and I've got one underneath my feet here. This is a secondary channel, and the outside bend has been producing sapphires and jasper and smoky quartz, and we're just going to keep looking for that stuff.
Over the past few days, I'd already discovered two other beautiful blue sapphires sitting on top of this clay layer. My hope was to find one of these gemstones large enough to be able to facet or cut. What I was not expecting was just how big this sapphire was going to be.
Now, I am no expert on this. All I know is you've got to try and concentrate the really big possible gemstones into the center of your sieve. So you're shaking side to side, back and forth, and then pulsating it up and down to force everything into that center cone.
I've found a lot of gemstones hunting for gold, but I've never set out specifically just to hunt for gemstones. This was my first attempt.
Got a nice clear flat section here. Everything heavy should be in the center, and then we've got to give it one of these. Whoops. And have a look. I should have done this in the sunlight, eh? Then you'd see them sparkle. So everything should be here. I'm not seeing really anything obvious. 99% of the gemstones we are finding are smaller than that screen size. So we're hoping for a banger gem. But if I do that pan down there, with some luck, we'll see some small ones. Alright, one-handed panning. I've stopped it a little bit earlier than I normally would with panning down because I want to try and maintain slightly more heavy things in my pan. Lots of black sand, so that's good. Shake, shake, shake. Coarse tin, a little bit of gold. Nothing obvious. Alright, let's see. This time we're doing it in sunlight. Anything big. Another piece of jasper would be cool. That looks like a kidney. Alright, so no big ones, any little ones. Heaps of black sand. Heaps. A little bit of gold too. Ooh, look at that. Yeet. Oh, so close. Mick has found one of the things we look for when we're hunting crystals. Is glass.
That was there. And there's a brown one.
Oh yeah, another piece just here.
1, 2, 3 in a line.
So usually the glass has a similar density to the crystals that you'll find out here on Reedy Creek. And if you find a line of glass, that's where you look. That piece of blue glass is real cool, man.
That one.
Look at that.
The ambition to find a large cuttable gemstone was kept alive by the fact that I kept finding more and more very small gemstones and coarse tin. But I was not expecting to see what Mick pulled out of his sluice next.
Nothing obvious and big sticking up on this side. And not quite enough gravel in that. Didn't get a good flip. Alright, we have got it almost. Look at that. Quartz crystal. Been smashed to hell though, so that's not really any good. I'll keep it just for the sake of it at the moment. Normally we'd call these leverites. Leave it right there. What I'm liking about this spot is that there is coarse tin. And the coarser the tin is, usually speaking, the better the gold and the gemstones are. The sunlight disappeared. That's not helping me at all. I can't see any. Just a few specks of gold. Today is probably the only day I have ever been on a creek and I've been disappointed to see 10 or 15 specks of gold in my pan. I want a big fat gemstone. Mick just swore at me, so I grabbed the camera. What have you got? What have you got?
Ta-da!
Oh my god, that's what I've been looking for. That is a huge sapphire, man. Holy shit.
Pretty happy with that one.
Yeah, bro. Damn. Look at that mother rudder, bro. Bro. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous at all. That is nice.
It's the biggest one I've seen.
I was not expecting. Wow, that's 3 sapphires in this one spot, but that is by far the biggest one. I'm so jealous right now. So that was in mixed sluice, and that was at the very bottom of the dream mat, and it's a big sapphire, which makes me think that chances are that his tailings might have bigger gemstones.
Right out the back.
Oh, if I can just find anything even like a tenth of that size, that would be amazing. That's just unreal. Such motivation right now. I got precisely nothing but gold. Nothing but just a tiny little piece of gold. Come, big blue sapphire. Nope. Alright, this is the cleanup out of mixed sluice, and he reckons I should dig in the trench. Ooh, look at that. You got what, one there? One, that's like a ruby or something like that. Was that another one? No, that's one of those grey rocks. Man, she is full of gems. Look how many are in there. I mean, they're small, but they're plentiful. Damn. Meanwhile, I found one on the very next flip. This is my very next flip, and I have a piece of tourmaline. Look at that. Nice. Not quite as impressive as yours, Mick, but...
That's way prettier than mine, straight as.
Bloop. She's doing her own prospecting.
Yep, good deal.
Baby yeet. Yeah! Here's our fresh pile. Everything should be somewhere in here, but you know, I'm still perfecting that technique, which I've only learnt today. I can't see nothing. Should be on the bottom if it's there. And honestly guys, I'm so open to learning. If you have any tips on gem hunting, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to read them. Well, nothing but gold in that, Pam. Don't you hate it when you can only find gold and not the huge blue sapphires you want? Ooh, I found another thing. It's just up here somewhere there. So I spotted this glowing in the sun that has disappeared, and I flipped it over, and it is the top of a phantom quartz by the looks of it. Piece of a crystal, real nice. Ooh, boop. The minus mesh only gave us a little bit of gold. Alrighty, here comes the next one. Just pulled this out of the gem sieve. And I'm not sure if this is a piece of jasper. It's got the same waxy kind of feel to it and the same kind of look, but it's different. So if anyone knows what that might be, let me know in the comments below. I'm going to keep it just in case. This is all of my gold and the one little blue sapphire I did find this morning. That's actually a reasonable amount of gold. Remembering that this is not what I was looking for, that's not too bad. Unlike Mick's monster blue sapphire, I have a little piglet of one. It's still not too bad. I'm pretty happy to be able to have panned something like that today. And my other finds, including a piece of jasper, my nice piece of tourmaline, not quite as polished as the one Mick found, but still in pretty good nick. Then we've got the top of the phantom quartz. And I'll leave it right there. In fact, I'm just going to return this to the creek. Yeet! But that pales in comparison to what Mick found. Oh my word. So that's a nice big bit of blue glass. No one freak out just yet. But that right there is a gemstone and a half. I'm going to get a carat weight off that from Mick later on, and we're going to put the dollar value, the rough estimated dollar value, down there. And of course, he also pulled out a bunch of gold. Look at those suckers. Just look at them. Well, what a day on the creek. Massive sapphire, bunch of other gemstones and crystals, and I cannot wait to come back and do this again. If you have any hot tips for me, please leave them in the comments below. And until next time, give your dog a scratch behind the ears for me. Peace. And I'm out. Normally, I would be so freaking happy with that amount of gold.